Hey, what's going on, guys? Reaper here. So this is part 3 of fixing the previous owner's quarter panel fuck up. I was actually supposed to post this roughly 2-3 weeks ago, but I had some personal things come up in my life that needed immediate attention. Uh, so I haven't really been able to work on this. I had to take care of all that. So I haven't had the time to edit and or even really participate in or with all of you on YouTube here lately. So, due to some of the hard work I've been having to do, I've got either a pinched nerve and or torn muscle, or even worse, possibly a herniated disc in my thoracic spine. So that's further prevented me from getting out here and doing any more work on this. But because of my downtime here over the past few days or so, I've taken the time to go ahead and edit this video and get it out there for you guys. So here's part 3. So this is kind of what I was talking about, guys. I'm going to weld it with the panel mostly off and somewhat open. Since I'm not replacing the full quarter, I can kind of do that with this piece. If you're replacing the full quarter, you wouldn't really be able to do this, and you'd have to get in from the inside and spot weld that. I got a bunch of sheet metal screws and whatnot in it to kind of tighten up the gap. So I'll spot weld these holes up, and then I'll push this panel into place like this and get it where I need it. Because like I said, there's a few areas it's going to be kind of off, and I'm going to have to fight with it to kind of get it in place. So that's kind of the plan. I think that'll work a little better than trying to get in from the inside of the car and make sure I actually get these solids. I got this panel all spot welded up on the bottom. And since I've got it open and have access to it, I went ahead and siliconed that whole seam down there, because that's kind of a water trap, and it's designed to drain any of the water that usually comes in from the quarter window up here, which seemed to be a pretty common problem. When I get around to getting that close to being done with the car, I'll try and fix that area so it doesn't really leak into the quarter. But in the event of any moisture or water that does happen to get in there for any reason, I've siliconed the whole bottom and that seam and over the top of the weld since it's open. That way we don't have to worry about rust or water corrosion down in here, and it kind of drains right into those drain holes. I purposely tried to lower those areas where the drain holes are, so you can kind of see right over there, about 2 inches from the wheel well, to kind of allow any water that gets in here to kind of flow to that area and hopefully just run out. So now I've got to push this up in here and try and get the rest of this area in. And there, you can see I'm going to have a few areas that I'm just going to have to go right along and push into place as I weld it up. So it's coming along nicely. Pretty much got the panel tacked on, but looking at the other quarter and this quarter, and we're getting a little bit of a wave in this replacement patch panel. Partly because right in this area here, it's lower than it should be. I don't think it's warped, I just think it's indented. And with all this fucking filler on here, it's kind of hard to determine exactly how much and where. So we'll get the wave we need out of this by pounding this area out here. Unfortunately, the only way I can get in is through that little deal there with that. And there's not a lot of room to get a good heavy hit. So, real slow process. Done pinched my fucking hand like 20 times now.
Yeah, well, I have to finish this.
Never fails, man. Never fucking fails.